My dear friends, you are here at last, and what pleasure it gives us. This house affords me the pleasantest retreat in Olney. It is, as you are about to discover for yourselves, the keeper of many secrets and stories. So many interesting people come to visit us here, and not least the ladies. My friend Lady Austen regularly sets me writing challenges, and my dear cousin Lady Hesketh, who is all too keen for us to leave this house for somewhere grander. But none of these are more significant to my story than Mr. Newton, who left Olney Vicarage for London several years ago, but pens as many letters as I do, and my companion, Mrs. Mary Unwin. It is to her affectionate care these past 20 years, and to Providence, that I owe my life. The world around us has changed since I came here. I remember I wrote to Mr. Newton once, saying, as when the sea is uncommonly agitated, the water finds its way into creeks and holes of rocks, which in its calmer state it never reaches. The peace in Europe will probably be of short duration. As to the Americans, perhaps I do not forgive them as I ought, but they say they must seek liberty of conscience and throw off our empire and our king. There has been conflict in the world, and conflict within. I do not pretend it has always been easy here. I have suffered for nights on end with depression and melancholy. Often I would turn to God, who has been a source of comfort and of turmoil. Many a day I have been comforted by Mr. Newton and by my friend, the Reverend William Bull, although I have not infrequently had to chastise him for leaving his pipes and tobacco in the summer house at the end of our beautiful garden. You will discover that Mr. Newton and I, he a renowned preacher and I a diffident poet, worked together to write the Olney hymns here. One hymn in particular will surely last for generations. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Mr. Newton must have written that with his own extraordinary history in mind, and my life too. But it will not just be poetry and prose that we leave behind. Mr. Newton has it in him to shape the future of the abomination which is the slave trade, and I too will continue to write about it in verse. And I shall celebrate too this landscape of Olney, this quiet little corner of England, not 60 miles from London. I must leave you now. Puss is eager for exercise. We shall meet again. Yours affectionately, William Cowper.